Run. Phoenix, run. Blind. Oh, he got me. Fall out.
One more there. Peek it together, peek it together.
Rotating.
One more. Sova on site.
He's on bomb site, he's on site, on default.
He jumped out. They're stunning it at rafters on me.
Get flashed down.
Nice.
Can you soak me out so I can get out of here?
Stuff, we got you.
Alright, got it.
Got 2 picks, 2 picks. Good work.
Nice, dude.
Oh man.
Incision, it is so great to have you here. Thank you so very much. We already had a time to talk with the other captain that you will be facing off this weekend. How are you feeling right now?
Awesome. No, first, thank you guys for having me. I really appreciate it. And I'm super excited, honestly, to have the opportunity to kind of get my shoes into the competitive feeling again and mindset. And just super excited kind of going into the weekend. And I know Amazon's already really tough. So I don't know how much you want to talk about the match now, but I'm really excited. And again, thanks for having us.
Oh, one on side, one side. Great there. Trying. Fuck my life. What did he?
One enemy remaining.
Better. Yeah. You only have 40? Live for 140.
Oh, you're good, we could have marked it.
Oh my. Yeah, they are.
One enemy remaining.
Nice. Ooh.
Flashing, I'm flashing backside, and I need you guys. Flash, it's flashed, it's flashed.
Backside one.
Backside is dead.
Good job.
120 on the jet.
Well, I mean, the first thing we got to ask is, how is it that you found yourself becoming the captain, and what made you want to take that role?
Awesome. Well, so for me, I've been around just gaming my entire life. So competitive games, and I can go into a whole story with that. But just having the opportunity to kind of get my shoes in kind of a more competitive, especially now with COVID and not having all the different leagues and all different sports and all different things that you can do, and kind of being like, I just need to get that competitive urge under control. And you know, gaming's been something that I love. Everyone says it's just a game, right? And it is just a game, but when you take it to that other level and you have a like-minded people around you, and you're kind of just building chemistry and building a team, those things really drive me. And when I found out that Valorant was being picked up by the CEA, which I actually didn't know too much about the CEA till last year, you know, I approached some of the people that were helping out, and they're leading the Microsoft Esports initiative, and I was like, I really want to drive Valorant. I really want to see how we can get some teams going.
Lane. Stairs.
One enemy remaining. Last player standing.
Nice, good luck. I've got to ask this. I've always wanted to ask a Sova main this, Rich. How long do you spend in custom games measuring the distance so that you can just turn your cursor ever so slightly up into the air and somehow be able to hit those arrows from 10 meters away?
Yeah, I've spent, wow, I couldn't even give you the number of hours I spent when the game first came out, trying just to learn the maps, where, you know, and as you play, you kind of start learning what angles where people are holding, and as you rank up, you see kind of different play styles, and you start going into custom games and being like, well, I need to make sure this starts landing there, and practicing hundreds and hundreds of times. No, I couldn't even tell you the amount of hours I spent looking at, I mean, now we have the ability to look at videos and kind of see different lineups and things like that, but just kind of learning my own and making sure that they're ready for when we go into the matches. And I'll be honest, I think that a lot of the times those arrows, and regardless of whoever's playing, it can win you games and they win you ticks. So I hear this from the players all the time, like having the opportunity to kind of get off work and kind of all collaborate and compete. It's been something that I think a lot of us have been missing. So this has been a huge opportunity across all teams as well, I would imagine. But thank you guys again. I really appreciate it.
Just waiting in that corner. Once you get out of there, they know, they heard the Reyna.
Yeah. They would have heard him drop too. They knew that he was coming from that direction. Sean will be able to pick up one, but not much time remaining. Knows the position of at least the Omen. TP though, going to come through, and Gandhi's ready on the crossfire. Great post plant. The push doesn't come out quite in time there. Oh, Gandhi looks off the angle at exactly the wrong moment. Doesn't hit the shot on the Omen. This is still kind of dicey. Incision the only one left, and he's gonna walk right into his, or actually the enemy team's smoking. Oh, I was wrong. He's not the only one left. Man is also locking this down. I had a bit of tunnel vision there. And actually, if he can just stall this out, it would be enough. And I think it is enough. Man, although he loses his life, he will be able to claim the round. The recon dart is going to go forward. At least spots out the killjoy. Good work from Box is my name. Ooh, and gets that tag too. Double dips a little bit on that recon dart. Now it's all just down to Counter-J. Oh no, and nobody's looking back sight. Nobody's looking toward the defender spawn. Incision, he's gonna get that first one. Oh, he spots the jet too. What's going on? What's going on, Alexa Rush B?
Would much rather see it in the hands of the Reyna, or really anyone on Microsoft having it in their hands right now.
That's what you were talking about with that lockdown. Actually destroyed by the Hunter's Fury. Great counter there. From Box is my name. He's really been a force to be reckoned with on this Sova with those Hunter's Furies. And I mean, it's just the lone Reyna coming out, gonna get spotted by the Neural Theft. Had no chance, so just had to push.
Just waiting in courtyard for someone to jump out. Poison Monkey's gonna take a step forward and immediately not see the Reyna.
No clue there. The dismiss keeping Gandhi alive long enough for his team to swing. Who man will shut it down. And what a swing back in favor of Windows 10s. Kudos to them. They'll get the 13-11 on the day. Probably a little closer than they were looking for, but the end result is the same, Mox. Welcome back, everybody. Windows 10s just took a close win against Alexa Rush B. Still the best two team names in this tournament. You cannot change my mind about that. And we are back with the captain of Windows 10s himself, Incision. How you feeling after that win, man?
Really stressed out. I'm not gonna lie. That was a very stressful one for us. We had to make some kind of changes last minute, but overall, I think we kind of weren't as comfortable as we wanted to be in the beginning. As soon as we settled in, things kind of started taking shape for us. But it definitely a strong team. More than amazing on Sova, who stepped in there and did a great job today. And I definitely had some shaky Omen play, but we were able to pull it out.
I mean, I liked your Omen play. I could have sworn that you were an Omen main in some of those moments. So we saw a lot of the time your team's positioning was very good, and I'm sure a lot of that comes down to communication. Who on your team is your shot caller, and does everyone just sort of shut up and listen to them, or is there a little bit of camaraderie? I mean, more on the vein of, are you going to be playing any more Omen in the tournament, or have you been cut off with him forever?
No, that's definitely someone I like to flex on, so you definitely probably see me on more Omen.
Peek after your mollies.
One enemy remaining.
Go, it's halfway. You gotta peek. You gotta peek. It's halfway.
One enemy remaining.
You gotta support him. Kill that. Nice.
Oh, good job. Nice.
You're gonna play Killjoy Molly.
Lag.
Nice. There we go.
Bathroom, we traded. One more bathroom, one more.
One enemy remaining.
KJ hookah.
One hookah.
One enemy
Jet
remaining.
20.
Car.
Back. One heaven.
Player standing.
160.
One enemy remaining.
28. 28.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Watch your shower. Watch your shower.
Jet shower.
One enemy
Last one,
remaining.
jet shower.
I got my judge
Get the
out.
bomb down.
Backside is dead.
Get the bomb down.
Oh shit.
One elbow. Pretty fair.
One enemy remaining.
Good job. Let's go. We're just better. We're just fucking
We got a lot of C. That's their C play.
nice.
Flashing CT.
Just hit 80.
One enemy remaining.
80. Nice. Plant. Why is no one shooting
Dude,
stars?
just up there. Last one up there. Good job. Good job. Let's
Keep going.
One enemy.
go. Good job. Let's go, dude. Good job.
Oh no, boys. What's going on?
Last player standing.
Just one.
Oh, my smoke is sleep.
Smoking bomb.
Last player standing.
Make them all die. No way, dude. No fucking way.
No, Bob! No.
Spike planted. One enemy remaining.
Oh,
Here,
that was-
high five me, dude.
He's on site.
Revealing area.
He's not on.
Deploying drone.
Keeps falling. Nice.
Good job,
Good play,
let's
Fox.
go.
Good play.
Stairs lit 80. Out CT, nice.
One enemy remaining.
Flash.
Yo,
Did you box her on the box? Yeah, we boxed her. For sure.
Lock plant.
Let's go, guys.
Last player standing.
Fuck!
One enemy remaining.
Wait, how did he get triple?
One enemy remaining.
Go. Nice. One shower. Just defuse. Get on.
Oh, you see. Oh, we try.
You had.
Nice.
Got me. Fox, you have bomb. You gotta go plant.
Teammate has 10 health.
One enemy remaining.
There, lit, one side 50.
Good job.
Guys.
Let's go.
Oh,
This is sight.
He's there, push.
On site.
Planning.
Thank you for joining us. Before we let you go, though, anyone you want to give shout outs, credits, kudos to at your company, at your team, just in your life in general here?
Yeah, first I want to say thank you to Amazon. That was a fantastic game, and honestly, we were on our we didn't know what to do for the first 6 rounds. We were like, okay, we are losing it completely. These guys are just absolutely insane. So that was an amazing game. So thank you to them, and then thank you again to the CEA for letting us do this. This is absolutely amazing, and I'll speak again on probably behalf of a lot of players. An opportunity to kind of all get together and in a competitive setting, and a lot of us kind of are kind of older and come from CS backgrounds and then larger backgrounds. So being able to play together competitively again has been fantastic. So thank you to CEA and definitely everyone at Microsoft, the corporate esports initiative that's been putting this on. So thank you to everybody.